Hey bookish friends, my name is Drew. This is Drew's Ambitious Reading. Thank you guys for stopping by. Obviously my name is Drew and I'm here with another readathon announcement / TBR video that I want to do. This is like part 2 to my TBR for March. In March there is middle grade March hosted by Krista over at Books and Jam. I have her channel up on my laptop right here so I can see the 5 challenges. There's 5 challenges. This is happening throughout the month of March, so the whole entire month. I don't know what's wrong with my hair. It does not want to like go over this way. Oh well. There's 5 prompts. I'll tell you the prompts first and then I'll show you the books that I have. So yeah, there's technically 6 prompts, but one of them is like the group book. So prompt number 1, read 5 or more words in the title. Prompt number 2 is orphan main character. Prompt number 3 is contemporary book. Prompt number 4 is set in Asia or featuring an Asian main character. And prompt number 5 is book older than you. And then prompt 6 is read the group book. So starting with going backwards to front, the group book for the middle grade March is Pony by R.J. Palacio. This is the same author who wrote Runder, which was a hit in the world, which I actually read and love. And hold on a sec. Anyways, Pony is the group book for middle grade March, and I have it, and I actually bought it for this readathon, so this will be shown off in my February book haul. And so I don't really know much about this except it's set in like 1920s, I think. I could be completely wrong. Is awoken by 12-year-old Salas is awoken in the dead of the night by 3 horsemen who arrives unannounced to take his father away. Salas is left shaken, scared, and alone, except for the presence of his companion, Mental Wool, who happens to be a ghost. But when a pony shows up at his door, Salas knows what he has to do. He will set out on a precious journey across a vast American landscape to find his father, a journey that will ultimately correct him with his past and future and the unfathomable mystery of the world around him. So yeah, that sounds amazing. This horse is involved, self-discover journey. So this is the group book and I definitely will be participating in that. I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna put it here. The next book I want to read for the prompt of 5 or more words in the title. That one was easy for me. I had a lot of those, but I also wanted to pick Maya and the Return of the Godling by Raina Barron. This is the second installment of the Maya trilogy. I don't know what the series is named, but the first book is Maya and the Rising Dark. I'm so sorry. I'm not 100% me in this video. But anyways, this book is the sequel and it's the second book in the middle grade trilogy. Book 3 comes out in September, so if I do read it in March, I do have a long ways to wait for the 3rd book, but I do have the audiobook from Scribd, so hopefully I'll manage to read it this month. And yeah, this is the sequel and I love book 1 so much that I cannot wait to dive into book 2. Next challenge is orphan main character. This one I had a hard time with as well, but according to my Google search on Goodreads, Neil Patrick Harris, The Magic Misfits, has orphan main characters in here, and it's again short. Most middle grade books are. I don't know much about this. I had this on my shelf for a while now. It just sounds wonderful, delightful, and light. And I know there's 4 books in here, I think, for the series. So if I love it, I could definitely pick up the other 3. But this one I don't know much about, except it has orphan main characters, and it's magical, and it's fantasy, and I think there's a little bit of a mystery in it. So that'll be fun to read about. So definitely want to read this sometimes this month. Next prompt is contemporary book, which it was so hard for me to find, but I finally found one thanks to my friend Jeff, and he said Fast Pitch by Nick Stone is a contemporary book, which how can I not think of this book when I was looking for this prompt? I had this on my shelf since it came out. I've actually pre-ordered this book, and before it came out, and it came the day of, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna read this in a day, and I haven't yet, but I definitely want to read this one for middle grade March, and it just seems like a fun middle grade book to read, and I just can't wait to see. I believe this is set in the same world as Clean Getaway, so that would be nice to see if I can point out any Easter eggs for myself. But I love Nick Stone. She's an amazing author. I will read anything and everything she has, so definitely want to read this one for this readathon. And then for a book set in Asia or featuring an Asian main character, this prompt I had a hard time with. I could have gone with Aru Shaw's finale, the 5th book in that series, but it didn't come out till April 5th. So I was like, oh, that's way too long. That's after middle grade March. So I decided to go with another Rick Riordan Presents imprint, and that is Paru and the Soul Stealer by Lori M. Lee. This is a book that I bought at Barnes & Noble in the fall. I'm not sure when exactly, but I definitely am very excited for this one still. This is a middle grade novel, obviously. All of these are middle grade novels. And it says, Paru has a bit of a reputation for being a weirdo, a lonely 11-year-old Hmong girl with the unique ability to see spirits. She spends her summer days babysitting her little brother and playing with her best friend, a cat spirit no one else can see. One day, Paru accidentally untethers an angry spirit from the haunted bridge in her neighborhood. Whoops. When her brother suddenly falls sick and can't be awakened, Paru fears that the bridge spirit has stolen his soul. She returns to the scene of the crime with her aunt's old shaman tools, hoping to confront the spirit and demand her brother's return. Instead, she summons a demon. It sounds amazing. I won't read anymore. I probably should have read the whole synopsis to you, but I think this is the first book in a series. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, but this cover is stunning, and I cannot wait to read this. And I just know there's a lot of high praise for this series, so definitely want to get to this sooner than later. And then the only other prompt that I struggle with as well and couldn't find any books to read for it was read a book before you were born, right? Read a book older than you. Most of the books that I've read that are middle grade and that are older than me, I've already read from my childhood. So I don't know if rereading in a readathon counts, but I can't find any books that are middle grade that is older than me. But if you guys know any of them, I'll message you directly, or you can message me. But yeah, that one I won't be doing. But this is a short, fun little video, huh? Those are all the books that I'm reading for middle grade March. If you want to buddy read any of these with me, let me know down below, as I will always love to buddy read with you guys. Sorry, this is super short. It's super short, plain and simple. There are reading sprints from Krista and her co-host. So again, I'll leave Krista's channel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll chat with you guys down in the comments. If you have not yet hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. Also, give me a like button, as it always helps me out. And I hope you have a great day or not. The choice is yours, and I hope you be kind to one another. Bye guys, I love you so much.